Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, October the 25th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. A link for our free room. It's 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic, and I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock today, which is Friday. In the link you're getting, you will see a link for the summit, which starts tomorrow, the Trade Ideas Summit in San Diego. So you can sign up for it now, and then tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, you'll be just check your email and you'll have the link for the streaming. It'll be live streaming all day long, and it's free. All right. So, well, interesting day. As I say, this is usually my favorite day to trade. So you see the SPY. The SPY is going to have a weak open. I would have liked to have seen an even weaker open. All right, and then you get this beautiful recovery. This is 2 hours worth of basically straight up, except for that 15 minutes right there. This gives us a lot of opportunities, usually, especially for bounce plays or for stocks that are, people are enthusiastic about, and then they maintain that enthusiasm. So definitely my favorite days to trade, though it's not like I overtrade or anything like that, but usually those give the best opportunities. Now, having said all that, the GT was a real thorn in my side. GT is an earnings play. So typically I don't trade a GT, even though it's earnings, because it's got 230 million in the float. So I know it's not usually going to be a very fast mover. But look at the daily chart, or look at the weekly chart, and you'll see why I was interested in it. So you can see, here's today's daily candle. So it's breaking free all of this, and then look left, massive potential void fill. So that's why I wanted to concentrate on it all day long. So this is what happened. Let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. So the thing we were really struggling with, though, is that the 200-day moving average. You know what? Just one moment, please. I don't want to have my. Well, let's see if I have any other alerts from my phone. Just give me 1 second here, and I will make sure I don't get any other. There we go. So we were really struggling with that 200-day moving average, which was at 1619. Okay. Now, also the interesting thing is that when I first saw GT in the morning, this was going to be one of my gap downers. And in fact, I think I might even put it as a gap down. And then this, a bottoming tail, then it completely recovered, and then it just hung there. This is the pre-market. The tan area is the pre-market. There's the opening candle, and look what happened. I mean, it went positive. So the 200-day moving average, 1619, it was really struggling to get through it. And I said in the room a couple of times that I was not going to get into it unless it hit 1625 on the bid. It's funny because a couple of times it hit it. It got within a penny, and then it didn't, and it dropped. And I finally got in on this candle here. You can see it got up to 1629, and then look what happened. And this was just an outlier, but I escaped with a 10-cent loss. Now this immediately went up, okay? Immediately went up, and that's why I didn't get hit too hard. But who knows why that happened? I mean, this is just kind of crazy. It has enough in the float and the spread was only a penny. You don't typically see stuff like this happening and then popping right back up. I mean, this stuff can happen if all of a sudden they come up with a news release. There's a conference call about their earnings and people just flee. Fine. But anyway, bottom line is, so that got me out with 10 cents, but I got back in on that pullback right there. I got back in, and I think it was at 1626. And I've been riding it. I did take some out on that pullback there. I did take some out. I think it was at 1648. And I'm still holding on and just wanting to see if it can really take this, get rid of that 1650. But it was a struggle. And, one thing that really gave me pause is there's the market doing this. And this is, just chopping around, doing nothing. The only reason, as I say, I don't want to, beat it to death here, but the only reason I was interested was because of this void. Thinking, okay, I mean, I'm not the only person looking at this. And thinking a lot of people might think, wow, okay, The market's strong. It has popped back from the original bottoming tail, and looks like it's and people are reacting well to their press release about earnings today. So anyway, that was the GT. The BKD was another interesting trade for me. Come back to the 15-minute chart. So you'll hear me, if you're in the room, you hear me talk a little bit about what I'm calling AI or Holly 2.0. All right. So this is something that we have been working on for quite a while now, actually, a couple of months, and it might make just a second. Got to find the alert. Just give me a sec. Just give me a moment here. Okay. Well, we had 2 alerts from it. So let me just expand it a little bit. Oh, sorry about that. Can I get this back? Okay, just a minute. I'm going to put this on pause. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, that kind of screws things up when I'm doing this video. When I bring things in and I accidentally click on something. Anyway, there was one here. Look at the VIPs. I mean, the VIPs just had an amazing run. Now a lot of China stocks were really accelerating today. Let me just minimize this. A lot of the China stocks were really accelerating today again because of the potential on again, off again trade wars with the United States, maybe easing, etc. So VIPs absolutely soared here. 1059. This is what I call the AI 2.0. This is something that we were working on. Look at the EIX, 6971, all the way down to 62. This, of course, is a sympathy play with PCG. But this is another one I wanted to show you, BKD. So 806. Now, I did not think, I ended up taking this short at 790. And, in the room, I made the announcement on it, and I've been telling people about this. It's just not ready for release yet. But took this short at 790, and look what it did. I mean, on a percentage move, that's tremendous. I covered some here, I covered some down here, and then on the way back up. And I was actually looking at this as maybe as a long. If it can take out 8, there's that red bar ignored. But I was not expecting that much from this BKD. There's several others. I think the Flex worked out 1074, popped all the way up to 1115. But the other one that I have to cry in my soup about is from my watch list, and I second guess myself all over the place. XNet. Now I should have realized because we kept looking for news on this, but I did read the news about China sort of embracing some kind of blockchain technology, and XNet, of course, if you remember, let's bring back a monthly chart. If you remember these days way back here, when XNet and Riot and all those crazy blockchains, they were just soaring. This is when is this? This is in 2017, and they kept moving. I mean, another month, couple of months later, it did it again. But after that, nothing. Anyway, I should have realized that that's why this one was moving, and I just didn't, for whatever reason, I just didn't remember about reading about China in the pre-market and blockchain, etc. But the other thing that really blocked me, or no pun intended, if I get a weekly chart up, yeah, I really thought that this. No, right there, I thought that would really block it. Right there is where I thought would really stall it. Remember, I'm seeing this in the pre-market, and it's down around the 250. I thought that would stall it, and also the 200-day moving average was at 3. Anyway, you can see I was wrong. I mean, I was just dead wrong. If I had remembered the news, I may have just forgotten about that 300-day and thought, you know what, if this goes through 3, or buy it right there, because everybody's going to speculate on this. And, it's not a super low float. It's 59 million in the float. But anyway, that came from the watch list. GT came from the watch list also, 1612. Look at it now, finally. Trove, 260. It didn't really do anything from there. ICHR kind of had high, well, it's not bad. 2948. It's been chopping around a little bit. And these two are right around the whole number. So, as I said, we really need a whole number break. And the Wriggle, this is interesting, but again, its 200-day moving average is at 215. So, I think I have an alert. I put an alert up here at 217. Look at the weekly on this one. You can see why it made the watch list. Look at the potential void fill. That's all we're looking at. We're just looking at things that have potential to start to fill in areas like this on a chart. So for a $2 stock to even get close would be a tremendous percentage win. So overall, my watch list, everything was firing today. Today was an amazing day, and GT is really making me happy now. I waited on this one. I was very, 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 very stubborn on it. To the point that a lot of people were wondering, well, why? There are other things that are more interesting, and they're right. But I'm glad I stuck it out. There was only a penny spread, and again, it was the big, big void on the left that really attracted me to it. All right, everybody, want to get back into the room, so I will bring back the capture program. So again, remember, in the email you're getting, you'll see a link for the Trade Ideas Summit tomorrow. So you can sign up for it, and tomorrow then, and check your email, and you'll get a link so you can watch it live all day long streaming. Okay. So hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you. I'll open the trading room at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye. Or tomorrow, Monday. Bye-bye.